Hello and welcome to Woodruff Family Wisdom. My name is Rose and welcome back to our YouTube channel. And thank you so much for joining us. And I just want to do a little quick note here. Do us a favor, and before we get started, go ahead and click that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and click the bell so you'll receive all the notifications every time we put out a new video. Okay, so thank you so much for that in advance. So I was going to do a little update to let you know some of the things I discovered, and it's not the first time that I've went meatless. Starting in 2020, my husband and I, we both were on a meatless diet for, I think I went about 3 or 4 months. I think he went maybe about 6 or 7 months or whatever. And occasionally we will do this, and it's to just supercharge our bodies with all the nutrients, because although we love meat and meat is protein and you can get protein through other sources, meat is dead. So you want to just put all living things in your body, and just rejuvenate your body. But anyway, I was just going to share some of the things that I experienced this 21 days, because for the first time I really felt like it really rejuvenates me. And I think it's because I added my faith to the meatless diet. Because I've never did that before. I began to confess over my body that my youth is renewed, like the eagles, and all the scriptures concerning health, prosper. I wish above all things you prosper, be in health, and along with going meatless this time. And these are some of the things I discovered. But I did, after 21 days, I did eat one leg of a chicken leg, and it just wasn't interested really. I just did it because it was about 25 days and I was really done with just eating vegetables, and because I could, I was like, well, I'll just eat a chicken leg. And it didn't really do anything for me. I didn't see anything spectacular about it. So I just went back the next day eating like I was eating. And I'm just gonna, the way I was gonna do this, just list some of the pros and some of the cons, which, some of the pros, that just eating vegetables, you are going to get more nutrition, because that's where our vitamins come from. And I've always talked about from some of my other videos, that I did manage a general nutrition store. So supplementation and vegetables, plant-based, organic, things of that nature, just something that intrigued me, and I've always been into that, for the last 15 or so years or more. And I also talked about probably 30, almost 40 years ago, I ran into my first book, Fit for Life, and it was about eating plant-based as well. So I've kind of been dealing with eating plant-based on and off for probably almost 40 years. And so, but the number one thing that I felt like that was a pro, that you will be getting all the nutrients that you need. And as you know, as you age, your body gets depleted of an A or C or a D or whatever. And so you do need to put that supplementation back in. So when we're cooking, not only when we're eating meat, you're not going to get those letters as far as your nutrition. But when you cook your vegetables, you're not getting as many of the nutrition as well. Although I did cook my vegetables, but I try to lightly steam them or cook them as raw as I possibly can in order to eat them. Except for fruits, you can eat all your fruits. They're raw, which is great. So anyway, that's the number one reason, and the number one pro about going plant-based for these 21 days. The energy was over the top. And as you can see on some of our past videos, I even started running again a little bit. And one of my goals was going back out to the track and running. And I shared about, I am 60 years old. I turned 60 in February, and this is August. So I wanted to go back and to doing that again. Start back going to the track or going outside running or on the treadmill or whatever. Just getting my youth renewed, feeling good and vibrant again as I get older. So that's number one pro. All the energy, all the nutrition that I was getting in my body. But some of the cons I wanted to talk about, the number one thing you have to do is get your protein, because your protein, the amino acids run a lot of your body systems. It's definitely for our hair. You don't want your hair to fall out. And so that was one of the number one cons, was getting the protein, because you have to eat more in order to get the protein, and you have to make good food choices, and you need to know which foods or which vegetables are high in protein, or you'll have to eat all day long if you go by what the standard is, how many grams of protein you need per day per your age. It's really hard to get when you're just doing plant-based. So if you love to eat, that's a good thing for you. Go plant-based. You get to eat all day long, and as if just trying to get your protein in. Another thing is being creative with the dishes, because if you didn't grow up eating a lot of vegetables, you're not going to know about a lot of vegetables. So now you need to read, get recipes, try to learn how to prepare them to your taste and things of that nature. But that is one of the cons about doing plant-based, is trying to be creative to get more dishes into your day besides eating a salad. Nobody wants to eat a salad every day. And once you start eating salads and you start pouring on the salad dressing, the oils in the salad dressings are usually not that good for you. They're high in sodium, the calories are high. So you have to get creative, get your cookbook, and learn more about plant-based meals. And I'm not talking about this fake stuff. I mean, one of the cons is being creative and trying to find things that you really can enjoy. And I just want to talk about too, as far as my day, because my day was very simple. And when I did like the 21 day before, at the beginning of the year, as you can go back and see, my number one thing was changing my habits. And even with this, it wasn't about weight loss. I didn't even weigh myself. I still hadn't weighed myself all year, because I don't want to focus on weight loss. I want to focus on health, fitness, and nutrition. I want to focus on how I feel, and I don't want to just look at the scale and say, oh man, I done lost 5 pounds, or I don't look at the scale and say, I haven't lost anything. Because you know how sometimes you can say, I did all this correct and I still hadn't lost any weight, so just forget it. I'm just gonna go back and eat like I've been eating, because I can't lose weight anyway. But it's not about weight. It's about living well, being healthy, and feeling good. Let's keep that in mind. Instead of weight loss, it's about feeling good. So this is my typical day. As I was saying, at the beginning of the year, I was changing some habits. So one of my habits I was doing was intermittent fasting. I started that back in January. And so I've continued to do intermittent fasting. I cut my days off from eating at 8 in the evening. And I start my day every morning. I wake up and I'll have about a 16-ounce glass of water. That's the very first thing I do. Get all my organs lubricated and jumping and hydrate my body. And then I'll have my first cup of coffee. Normally I only have 1 cup of coffee a day. Every maybe once a week or 2 weeks I may have 2, but most days I'll have only 1 cup of coffee. And then after that cup of coffee, I have another 16-ounce glass of water, and then about 12:30, sometime 1, sometime it ain't away from me, it could be 2:30. I'll get caught up in my day, and then I'll have my green shake. And I kind of reconstructed my green shake for this 21 days. I do have a video or YouTube on how to create your green shake, but I'm doing it a little bit different now. But for these 21 days, I'm really focusing in more on this, I can't say that word, surface vegetables. I can't say it. I'm about to spell it, you know, and I'll put it down here for you to see it. But I'm focusing on the cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, and the mixed greens, you know, with the dandelions and things of that nature. And I still add the nutritional yeast and walnuts, because, you know, those are essential fatty acids, the good oils in the walnuts, and oatmeal, you know, for cholesterol, and green tea, which is antioxidants, and I do coconut water as well for more potassium, more hydration, and your electrolytes. So those are the things I was focusing in for this green shake for these 21 days. Because one reason too, because those are things that's good for a woman's body, for her female organs and things of this nature. Because I'm 60, so I'm well into that menopause thing, and I can say it has definitely made me feel good emotionally. And I'm trying to think. No hot sweat. I hadn't been really dealing with hot sweats at night. And it's all about what we eat. So as we eat better, we'll feel better. Okay, so that's how I start my day at about, like I said, around 12:31. Sometimes it could be later than that. And then I'll have a snack. It could be popcorn. It could be dark chocolate raisins, or dark chocolate pecan. I eat a lot of healthy chips from like Whole Food stores. They have organic corn chips that you could use for that salsa. So I may have a snack somewhere up in there, and then I'll have dinner. Maybe if I get done with my dinner in time, because I'm gonna eat up until 8. So if I want another snack before 8, so be it. I'll have another snack. That's not a lot of calories. So that's kind of like how my day went, my 21 days. And also I supplement. So I supplement, I have a good multivitamin. I always talk about getting a plant-based vitamin. I'm not trying to become a vegan. I don't want to be a vegetarian. Because like I said, I have heavy whipping cream in my coffee. And if I want a piece of chicken or a hamburger or something, I probably will. But I just haven't felt it as of this time. So if you have any questions about my 21-day meat list, just drop it in the comments below. And again, thanks again for joining me with Woodruff Family Wisdom. My name is Rose. And go ahead and like this video if you forgot to do that before. And subscribe to our channel, Woodruff Family Wisdom. And follow us on Facebook as PPP Time, Patio Prayer and Praise Time. And on Instagram, Woodruff Family Wisdom. And go ahead and visit our website and blog at ppptime.com. And thanks again for joining us. And you have a blessed, wonderful day. And remember that you are happy, healthy, wealthy, fit, and you are forgiven. God bless you.